serious development once again in Bangalore, which raises serious questions about civic apathy in the capital city of the state of Karnataka. There was already a death of Supreet that was reported in Bengaluru just a few days ago when he fell while on his motorbike while he was returning from work and clashed with a pothole and lost his life in the process. And there's been serious criticism about the administration in Bangalore and the BBMP's inaction, where there's been an attempt to absolve itself of any responsibility for the criminal negligence that has led to pothole deaths as well as serious injuries in that particular city. In a latest such incident, a video has now emerged of a woman's scooty skidding over a pothole in the outer ring road near Kalyan Nagar again in Bengaluru. The woman, however, managed to escape this time around with minor injuries, but the incident has once again brought to light the negligence of the authorities. A road which was in fact also near the Vidhan Sauda, which is the Legislative Assembly in Bengaluru, and also the Raj Bhavan, which is where the governor is housed, also caved in, causing serious inconvenience to the public. Have a look at this ground report. But before we come to that, there's also been another incident where following the tragic development where a 44-year-old man fell prey to the pothole menace in Bengaluru. His name is Supreet. When he fell off his two-wheeler while trying to attempt to avoid a pothole. No action has now been initiated against the officials in this particular instance as well. In fact, an FIR has been lodged against Supreet, who's now dead for rash and negligent driving. Let me go across to Deepak Bopanna for more on this. Deepak, Supreet's death in fact took place a few days back, and we've already discussed in detail about how he was in fact named as an accused in an FIR for rash and negligent driving. Well, no action has been forthcoming against the officials responsible for this act of criminal negligence. More incidents since then have come to light in the capital city of Karnataka as well.
Well, Siddharth, I'll come to that, incident, and I'll come to what the police have done. But before that, let me take you through, the latest that we've got. Another dash cam footage that shows the accident where a woman lost control of her bike, falls off. The car that was behind, which had the dash cam, fortunately stopped just in time. Or else, there would have been yet another tragedy that would have unfolded in Bengaluru, and that would due to a pothole. I'm standing right now on the flyover leading to Kyarpuram from Kalyan Nagar. Now, this is the exact spot where, the accident took place. Right now, you can see all that they've done is yet another shoddy patchwork. And there is no asphalt. There is just, some gravel and mud that has been used to cover it. And probably it has been done very recently. There's all the mud has almost come off at this point in time, and probably if it's not asphalted in the next 24 hours, you'll see the pothole once again revived in this road. And this is a flyover, mind you, and across this stretch of the flyover, there are multiple, such potholes. As the vehicles now ply, you can see some of the bikers avoiding, those potholes. You can see as, the bigger vehicles move, you can see the bump that you feel. And, this is a fast-moving road. This is a flyover, so you would assume that the vehicles are moving at quite a high speed, and more often than not, if anybody lands on a pothole and if they do fall down, there is a high chance that somebody from the back would run over them. Now, joining us and who's going to speak to Times Now about what he saw is Mr. Rijesh. He was the person whose dashboard camera, in fact, recorded this entire accident. Let me speak to Rijesh. Rijesh, if you could tell us when this happened, what time was it, and what did you see?
Yeah, so it happened on the 17th of August, whenever the day I posted, the 2 days before I posted that. It was a usual day for me to office, like I was doing a ramp up, climbing a ramp up, and suddenly I saw a lady just skidded and fallen down. Instantly I realized there was a pothole, and because of that she has fallen down. So I immediately rushed to the spot, so I switched off my car, so dash cam also stopped there. So she was crying continuously. And some good Samaritan came and, made her to sit. And then we checked the hands and legs are okay, like she was able to move. So we believe that there was no fracture, but she was badly bruised. And it was pretty bad fall. So we felt pretty bad to see a person falling, not because of his fault, right? And because of the infrastructure issues, right? So I hope, there is some action taken. So so that we can...
What I'd like to ask you is, you know, you were driving pretty slowly and that was quite fortunate for the woman.
Yes,
because the dashboard camera shows her falling right in front of your car and you stopped on time.
Yes.
And we see the vehicular movement even now. This is around the same time that, you know, the accident took place.
Yes.
You can see the vehicles are moving at quite high speed and it would have been quite, the consequences would have been disastrous.
Yeah, really. Like, I was also, you know, able to put brakes in time, or things would have been pretty bad, you know. I don't know, like, I can't even imagine things across. Yeah. So, yeah, so it's like, you know, it's not her fault, you know, nothing of her fault. You know, she was just going in a road. She believed that the roads are good, but the roads are bad, and not because of her fault she has fallen down. I'm not sure who is going to be responsible, who can take responsibility for this, right?
I have another, you know, Bengalurian, also a friend of Rajesh. They're traveling together to work, and you know, you travel on this outer ring road on a regular basis too. If you could tell our viewers, what is the condition? You know, what's the stretch? If you could tell us from where to where do you travel, and how are the roads on this stretch?
This stretch has been little, disturbed all throughout. Initially there was a white topping done, and now the white topping is being broken and metro is being constructed. So, and there are potholes all through. Now the metro, there's very haphazard way in which the metro pillars are, the barricading has been done. There are like drums put in between, and it's like a big hazard over there for all the drivers and riders over there. So I hope something good comes out of, you know, they fix all these things and potholes, so it is at least a safe way to drive or safe way to reach work.
Have you faced instances where, you know, you've bumped into a pothole and there could have been, you know, dangerous consequences?
Yeah, I mean, it is regular. I mean, any roads you go, it is full of potholes, and we just have to negotiate. We have to be as careful as we can, and that's how we basically travel. So, I mean, it's like we are taking all this for granted, but ideally this should not be the case. It should ideally be fixed, and you know, the infrastructure needs to be improved a lot.
Well, that's the word from both of them. They're saying ideally this road should be, you know, motorable. It should be, you know, these sort of issues should not exist, but unfortunately it does. Despite, you know, several reminders to the officials, despite several such incidents that are coming to the fore, lives that are lost, but on the ground, the reality is pretty abysmal. Where is the taxpayers' money going? Where are the assurances really, and is it materializing? These are questions that still remain as Bengalurians continue to suffer, some injured, some even losing their lives.